Hey, welcome to Greenlight. So today we're talking about the second part to my D23 video. Today is the third day of D23, so we'll be talking about a lot of the Walt Disney Studios releases that they announced yesterday, and today they're gonna announce some more Disney park stuff. So it's more about the Disney parks today. I'll mention something today about that, one of the overhauls they're doing. Just a quick thing for you, and then and a couple more things with Disney Plus from yesterday. So welcome to Greenlight. All right, so today we got some cool stuff that they've released. If you haven't seen the video before this, there's going to be links above, in the cards above. There's going to be two videos, so you're going to see a playlist video with all the trailers that they released yesterday for Disney Plus. And then there's a video that I have released recently about a movie code giveaway, and to thank you guys for 200 subscribers and being consistent with it. I'm currently at 224 now, which was just two more of a difference than last time when I did the movie code giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed or hit the bell notification so you know about all these movie stuff we talk about Blu-ray, DVDs, releases, especially about their special features and what they can do to help you as a filmmaker, because that's what we do here. We talk about filmmaking tips and things that can help you as a fanboy turn into a filmmaker. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, let's do two things here. Let's talk about Onward real quick. Should we do that? No, let's go consistently let's do Disney Plus, okay? So we'll go consistently off of where we left off last time. So there's two things from Disney Plus that it didn't show yesterday. This is one of them right here. Monsters Inc. has more or less of a sequel, but it's a series on Disney Plus, and it's called Monsters at Work. So this takes place right after Monsters Inc., and we're going to see the transition that the monsters have to take from scaring people for electricity and power to making kids laugh for electricity and power. So this is them having their emotional breakdowns and issues with it and stuff like that. Here's one of the photos that they showed at the expo. You can see Mike there in one of the posters that they see, and then it says, it's kind of blurry, it says "Think Funny," which is the poster that they're putting up, and this guy's freaking out about it. The other one we're going to talk about, another reason why I'm talking about this is more for my son, is Forky asks a question. So it looks like they have plot details with this, so it's going to be, I think, like 10 to 15 minute show. They're going to be short. They're going to be like these things that my son is really into called Yup Yups, and then they have another one where they're like bunnies and they're really fluffy and all that stuff, and Disney Junior shows that a lot. So this is going to be a Disney Plus thing. So you're going to be watching this on Disney Plus, and they're going to have all the characters from Toy Story 4 making cameos. I think Woody and Buzz will be making cameos here and there as well in some episodes, but it's all about Forky learning about the world around him, which is great because this is definitely in line for my son, which is he's almost 3 in October, so he's going to love this, and he's going to learn a lot about the world we live in today, which is what they do on Sesame Street and all those type of shows for toddlers. So this is more in line of that. But if you're into, Toy Story, I'm sure these little episodes are like quick to get through and a great little candy for the day, I guess. Okay, so moving on from there, we're going to go on to two feature-length movies they talked a little bit more about this time around. Frozen 2, and then the next one will be Onward. So Frozen 2 So they have some plot details. So they're going to talk more in this film. I believe they're going to dive in more about the parents, because in the first movie, the parents had passed away right away in the beginning, and we didn't learn anything about them and their relationship with their parents. So, with that being said, there's another plot detail is also the powers. Trying to remember whose name was which. I think it was Ursula or something. I'm saying that wrong, I know, because I think that's a Little Mermaid character. But basically, the two girls, the sisters, one of them has powers, and it's all, being able to freeze everything. But the other little girl, people were asking, she has powers, why doesn't her sister have powers? So they're going to probably delve into that here with this film. So look forward to that. And then our next one is Onward. So Onward is about, it looks like the kid that Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are in this together, and it's a Pixar film. This is, in the fantasy world. So they end up, I guess, bringing their own dad from the dead or something. I know it's a little dark. This is a little bit more for the in-between adults. On Pixar, sometimes they'll have their for kids, and then they have their in-between stuff. This is kind of like that. So be careful with your toddlers with this, because the whole dead thing doesn't sound good to me. But they basically bring him back to life, but like halfway, meaning like half of his body is brought back to life and the other half isn't, or something like that. So let me know in the comments what you think about this film. Let me know if you're even going to see it. All right. So segueing from that, we're going to go to their other three theatrical releases. So quickly, since we're talking about Pixar and their animation, we'll go through their animation stuff first. So this, let's do the logo. So this one's cool. I really enjoyed Inside Out, and so did my wife. That's one of her favorite films in general. I took my mom and my sister to see it in theaters when it came out, which was Inside Out. And then Inside Out basically just kind of, ran amok in my family, because my wife is obsessed with this film. And it's going to be the same crew and everything doing this film. So we got some cool stuff with it. Let's see that I can show you here. So we got the cast. We got Jamie Foxx here. So, and then this is the rest of the cast. We got Pete Docter all the way in the right. So this is the full cast here that's going to be in this film of Soul. And they just announced it yesterday at the Disney Expo. Okay, let's see, what else do we got here for Soul? Oh, cool. So this is Jamie Foxx's character, and this is what his soul looks like on the right. Okay. Really cool, really cool. So moving on from there, then we have, I believe this is more in line of their Walt Disney Studios animated films, which is like Wreck-It Ralph and the Frozen universe. It's all executive produced by John Lasseter, who is one of the CEOs and creators of Pixar. So the reason why we've been seeing all these 3D animated movies from Disney directly through Disney, and they have this like Pixar edge to it, is because of this. They have that feel in the storytelling and within the model making of the characters' faces, with all the bevel and all that stuff. It's things that I'm learning with 3D and everything like that. Using Maya, my program that I help people out with, which is a free program. All in the links below, and it's free for you. You can video edit, motion track, CG, model making, and mesh, and all that stuff, and you can make things like this, as you can see here. So, with that being said, let's move on and I'll show you what I'm talking about, which is Raya and the Last Dragon. So I don't think I heard a little bit about what this is about. We don't really do a lot of reviews on movies, but I do give the news here as to what's going on, and these are the best ways to do it with these expos. So it's really cool having these things here for you guys. So let's see, let's move on. We have a photo, some production artwork for this. Okay, this looks pretty cool. So this is them. This is kind of Disney's response to like How to Train Your Dragon for some reason. That's what I kept hearing. So as you can see there, this looks pretty cool. They're saying that this is going to be a little bit different technology-wise with some 2D to 3D kind of elements in it. So I would have in mind Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, if you've seen it. That was like 3D with some like 2D elements put into it. This is going to be 2D with some 3D elements put into it from what I hear. So it's going to be a little different, I guess, a little in reverse with that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments on that. Let's see, we got another photo here. And this is the main character. So this will be, I guess, the lost dragon that they're looking for. The last dragon, I believe, that they're looking for. So there's that. And then the next thing we're going to be talking about now is their live action release, which is Cruella, which this is a big one. Emma Stone is going to be Cruella de Vil. I'm not sure how this film is going to be different than the other two live action ones that we've had, the 101 Dalmatian movie and the 102 Dalmatian one. Obviously, the 101 Dalmatian was just a live action remake of the original. This looks like it's just going strictly with Cruella. I think it could be even, you know, one of those prequel type of things that, you know, these studios love to do. So let's see, we'll see, you know, in due time about that one. Let me know in the comments below if you do know if this is gonna be a prequel about her being younger and or, you know, her, you know, following up to the last, you know, the last film of this, which is the 101 Dalmatians, all leading up to it. So it could be a prequel to that. All right, and then we got some cool stuff here really quick on Epcot. So this is now going on to the parks. So we're going to be talking more about the parks here. This is all their overhaul in Epcot. It looks like they're going to change Epcot in general, and they're going to add a lot of like new attractions and maybe even like older stories within the park to make it new. So they're really going crazy with this. This is going to be really cool. So it looks like on the bottom left they have Frozen Land that they're going to add. Let's see, they got to, you know, because Epcot is all about the different worlds. So it looks like they even have like, they got Japan, they have Norway, they're adding the United Kingdom, and it looks like they could bring Mary Poppins. There could be like a Mary Poppins theme ride or something like that within United Kingdom. And then there's the Seas, which it looks like the Seas and Turtle Talk is all to do with Finding Nemo, and they're probably going to teach you about the world that lies within the ocean underneath us. So then there's fireworks and illuminations. So I believe illuminations is something they do at night, including obviously with the fireworks, but it's I believe they're themed and stuff like that, but they're going to change it. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to change it to. I recommend two YouTube accounts I would check. DSNY Newscast and Mickey Views are two that I watch, and I watch it with my son, and we love seeing what new things they have in store for Disney World. All right, so thank you guys for joining me here today, where we were able to talk about all the new cool things that are going to be released from Disney and Disney Plus. These are new things that I'm doing When it comes to conventions, the next one will be New York Comic Con. There might not be a lot released there, especially when it comes to trailers, which is what I'm focusing on here when it comes to these conventions and expos that I divulge news about. So thank you again. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to know about all the new videos that are coming out in this channel, including filmmaking tips and 3D program tips, which is a free program again, and it's all for free for you down in the description below. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys here next week.